Kumaranarayanan. I'm from Tata Consultancy Services, and I head a business unit called Energy and Resources for Americas. Tata Consultancy Services is a very large IT services company. We are more than 614,000 people across the world. It is not just IT, we also do a lot of engineering work and also business process outsourcing and consulting. So we do end-to-end support for customers across the world, and we are there in all the continents, and we are pretty much a very global company. It's a good question, and you do refer to banking and financial services industry as maybe it is easier to adopt AI there. But my point of view is every industry has its own peculiarities, own nuances, and banking industry, for example, have a lot of personal identifiable information data. They have to comply with a lot more equally onerous regulations like the oil and gas industry. So it's not that it is easy in banking and more difficult in oil and gas. But I acknowledge that in oil and gas, being asset heavy, we deal with dangerous substances, and we can't close down 24/7 operations. It's slightly more difficult to bring in new technologies because it's not easy to shut down a plant, bring new technologies very often, like it is possible in banking. However, there are several new things that are happening, which is an evolution of new standards, evolution of new processes for integrating between IT environment and OT, operations technology environment. And there's also evolution of the way cybersecurity postures are being handled, the way that we have to put guardrails so that we use AI in the right way inside our large organizations. So I think we are getting there. We may not be catching up to the scale of AI adoption in banking or insurance, but definitely we are on the step journey towards that. Outcome-based contracting versus capability-based contracting. Yeah, it is two different ways of contracting. However, if you don't have the capabilities, you cannot do the outcome-based contracting. So you need one before you can even step into the other. And TCS is open to all sort of models. We recently signed a very transformational agreement with one of the oil field services company, a good-sized, big oil field services company based out of Houston called Weatherford. And there we have an outcome-based contract, especially for the transformation. So we take a percentage of the savings that we give to the company in return for what actions that we do to help them generate those savings. Now, what do I prefer? We are okay with any model as long as the correct constructs are put in place and the spirit of the agreement is in a true partnership. Like I said, if you have the capability, we can always go for outcome-based contract. But we also need a mirroring capability inside our customer so that they also know how to deal with this partnership in the right way. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So we are open to that, and I think we will have great success with our partnership with Weatherford. AUTOMA, what the organizers are doing here is very important for the evolution of how AI will work inside oil and gas. Like I did in my opening keynote, in the world of AI, human in the loop is very important. And by the fact that we are in this conference, we are listening to each other, we are sharing our experience, both the good and the bad, is actually a classic example of human in the loop in the world of AI. And conferences like AUTOMA help elevate the conversation, help every one of us understand each other's challenges, the false starts we made, the U-turns we may have taken, the choices that we made in terms of adopting AI inside our own organization. And I have met with so many people here who are openly sharing all those things, and that is what is helping me in this conference.